Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Texans.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Meanwhile here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 2nd and 16, Watson.
Watson's pass.
Charles already trailing by touchdown early. In this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And taken at the 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 54-yard punt return there. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that, will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 50, it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. That third down conversion good for 23.
It's a game.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here we go. Wide, get wide.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And the Texans first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
2 yards on the pickup.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Mahomes to throw once more. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Down.
They'll run it with Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
56. Too little,
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 27.
With the score, Chiefs 14, Texans nothing.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was taken down at the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
They kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
I got one. 47's the mic, boys.
Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get his running game going.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Watson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Houston.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Watson's pass.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Second and 2.
Come on, D. Hey, check Mike 47. Check.
To the air yet again, Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Watson.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now Watson on third and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Watson's
second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down.
8-yard loss on the play.
They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the
Mahomes now on first down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 41's coming. 41's the mic.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ross Blacklock brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They fake the give. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
On 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Down at the 19-yard
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Chris Jones is truly a force, and it doesn't matter what uniform he's going to have on. If he's on that side of the ball, you better double and triple team him. In 2018, the first player in NFL history to have a sack in 11 straight games. And while he didn't play all 16 in 2019, still had 9 sacks on the season.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
At the 9-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check. Hey, check mine.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 78 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Chiefs 33, Texans nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
You're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Texans.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
47-yard line.
Crunch time, defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown,
Will Fuller. 53 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I was.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
With the handoff to Damian.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Muscle run. They're running it.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
56. Check tight end. Check tight.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Give me that ball, defense. Pick the edge.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Right there.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A gain of 11. It's 4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank.
They are not ready for us.
Out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Ready up. You gotta wedge that, huh? Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Check, 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 check.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Tonight's final score.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year,
And you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Chiefs, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, this player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated.
Put dust on your